Welcome back to Havana People Sound.
We are the Latin Dance Podcast coming to you from the UK, speaking up for the dance community. Today we'll be talking about how social media has impacted the dance scene during the lockdown and how things will change in light of this pandemic. Plus, we have a special guest today, local actor Tom Hanratty, who will be talking to us about his career and the changes he's experienced during lockdown.
Grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's start. During this lockdown, most of the people use the social media more often than before. Especially like for the dance scene, we've seen a lot of things changing. As for example, the use of TikTok, of Zoom, and other platforms relatives to the dance scene. For example, about us, we use the Zoom in these days, in these 3 months, 4 months, for doing the classes online on Zoom, and 2 times a week. And we seen them basically on the beginning. It was a little bit like strange for our student, and after they start to follow more and more our classes online on Zoom, was our weekly appointment and our weekly social event. In general, we've seen a lot of change, especially in for example, Facebook groups, like dancing groups. We've seen all over every teacher doing classes on Zoom, online, on Facebook rooms, and there's a new feature. For some of them was courses online.
Exactly, many new courses for beginners, for advanced, for partners, for solo dancing.
And private class, they continued even during this lockdown as well.
There's also been a rise of dance parties online as well.
Yes, we've seen a lot of parties online. People then they can join from everywhere, from their home, for stay safe. And all these parties like of a lot of numbers of people. Some of these ones like hundreds, some whole parties, small parties. Some of them they are with like friends, students,
Friend
groups. Then with the music and start to dancing, the practice. So I think then the social they affected a lot the dancing scene. That's quite good, because anyway, instead to be isolated, you actually still dancing, still practicing,
still able to be social,
still able, yeah, exactly, to see your friends, dance teammate, the teachers.
And there are so many more platforms now to do this on. So we have Zoom, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, YouTube, live classes, pre-recorded courses.
The dance fitness scene as well, as Zumba and other Latin dance fitness move dancing, they became like huge.
And so convenient as well, because you can just exercise from your home. So I've seen as well lots of students and teachers also posting performances of their own work online now, so on Instagram or TikTok. And so many collaborations between teachers from different countries coming together to create choreography or a course to widen their audience and to keep their community growing and strong.
So the social now they are much stronger than before. A lot of teachers, they now understand much better that they use and how useful they are, even with the distance. Then now has no limit. Teachers that can teach now in all the part of the Europe, and before wasn't our plan. And so that makes artists more worldwide, and they improve their skills about the social media. Plus, even students, they basically are more interested to actually agree and follow classes online.
So now we're going to take a little break, but stay tuned because we have our special guest, Tom Hanratty, coming up for you in 5 seconds.
Welcome back with Havana People Sound. We're gonna have a little chat with our special guest, Tom Hanratty. But first, let's introduce a little bio about him.
Tom is an actor, writer, voice artist, and entertainer based in the UK, in Wales.
And we know him because he's our student.
In 2019, Tom starred in one of the episodes of Casualty, a very well-known British TV show by the BBC. So we thought it would be great to chat to him about his career and how things are changing in the acting scene while we're in lockdown.
Indeed, let's call him.
Hello?
Hello Tom, how are you?
Hey, Mariano. Yeah, I'm good. And you?
Yeah, we good. Okay, what are we gonna talk about today is about our topic from some artists how basically all this lockdown changed the life of some artists.
Yeah.
So, Tom, we know you're an actor and being an artist, we're just wondering how lockdown has affected your career, or if it's for you, if you've been doing some projects at home more than usual.
Yeah, during lockdown, things have been mostly on a standstill, as you can imagine.
Of course,
some,
yes.
Some productions have been put on hold or something, or some have been postponed. But I've been keeping an eye out for any projects and productions, and I did do a self-tape just before lockdown.
Oh,
but
good.
Otherwise, I've just been keeping myself entertained and busy. Dancing with you guys, obviously, and
Yes, yeah.
Occasionally doing voiceover challenges on Instagram with
that's great.
little community that I'm a part of, and the person in charge of that is a voice actress over in Brisbane by the name of Teresa Lynn, and
Oh, that's cool.
voiceover challenges are really good. We even did Zoom calls with her, and she's an utter delight.
Oh,
Okay.
great. Just give us your Instagram name so that the listeners can maybe check out your voice
account,
and
yeah.
your acting skills.
Yes, my Instagram is Tom Hanratty Official.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
cool, perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah, simple. So basically, you named Zoom. I think with this lockdown, everyone, but even the artists, they are using the social more than ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's,
I think it's like a kind of showcase for everyone. Like, you can't do a lot, so I think the social was kind of a showcase.
Yeah, I myself to an extent as well, because I think maybe at the beginning of lockdown I actually set up my phone and recorded a little skit that I filmed in my bedroom and then edited it and put on my Instagram, and it's a little skit on the theme of lockdown, and I sort of played off the sort of isolation and even cabin fever, so it was quite a funny little thing to film and edit, and had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Super
I've been doing
relevant.
sort of stuff like that to sort of keep myself entertained and those following me entertained as well.
Exactly.
Before the lockdown or on the beginning, what you was thinking about Zoom? Because I think I seen at the beginning all the advertising and people using Zoom at the beginning, but I was a little bit skeptical.
Apprehensive.
Okay, like I say, how it's gonna work? I prefer always face to face, but of course after a while I changed my mind. How did it work for you?
Well, a lot of people, some people I talked to at the beginning of lockdown, I think one or two of my friends, I said, oh, do you want a video call? Because I quite like video chatting. And they said, oh, it's a bit awkward for me. And I thought, oh, fair enough. But then I think that same friend a few days later said, oh, I'll give it a go. And I thought, well, it's not awkward for me because I'm very used to video calls, given that I have a lot of friends
Okay, so you
across the UK and in Australia.
Yes.
But to begin with, it was nothing too unfamiliar. And while I'm a bit of an introvert, I'm kind of used to being at home a few days. But it did get a bit strange after a few weeks, because I thought, okay, this is... I'm not used to standing in this much, and
Exactly.
at first, and I had never used Zoom until lockdown began. I thought, what is Zoom? And a lot of people were saying things like, oh, we've been using Zoom for years, and so many people don't start using it till now. And I think, well, it was Skype before then.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think I did the classes with Teresa over Zoom at first, but then when you mentioned the classes for salsa and bachata over Zoom, at first I thought to myself, I don't think that'll be quite the same as doing it in person.
Yeah.
And to begin with, I kind of struggled a bit because having a small, cramped bedroom to do my dancing in, if I do a spin, I might bump into the wardrobe or overbalance.
I know, it can be hard.
So on the beginning, you was a little bit skeptical for when we organized the Zoom classes, dance classes online. I think on the beginning you was like kind of afraid, or like, you know, oh, but how is gonna be? It's gonna be fine, or you know, how did you feel?
I did find it odd dancing by myself
On the beginning, yeah?
Yes, in our classes, sometimes we dance a little bit by ourselves in the beginning to sort of warm up, and we learn the steps, and then we go into couple. But I know dancing a whole routine by ourselves, it can be quite challenging as well.
I eventually got the hang of it though, although I do prefer having a dance partner personally. It's still great to learn all the freestyle moves and gestures and what have you.
Yeah, so you changed mind about like the solo dancing, like after a while, of course, like when you find out like, oh, it's not so
not so scary.
Not so scary, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We remember to everyone then anyway, Tom like started like since less than 1 year, so for solo dancing for beginner student, it's a kind of a big deal.
It's quite scary.
Yeah, it's quite scary. Yeah. But I think with this lockdown, probably basically all this stuff they become like quite easier to introduce.
Do you think you'd be interested in dancing in some solo lessons, like for just lessons for men's styling in maybe salsa in the future?
Yeah, I would be interested in the future to sort of see what other freestyle moves I could learn in case of a big Latin dance night, and if there happens to be a parting in the middle of the dance and everybody does the freestyle moves, that way I can sort of do something.
Keep up and feel confident, right?
Give it a go. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, great.
So do you miss the social part of the dancing, obviously?
Yeah. Getting to warm up and then chat with people in between, and then obviously have a drink to start off with, and then leading up to the whole thing, and even getting to put on my fancy dance shoes.
They are great dance shoes.
Yes.
Seeing all the same people every week as well. It's feels strange when suddenly they're not there anymore. We're not there anymore.
We're not there anymore. Yes.
Going back to a little bit of your acting career, so you're a little bit of a, I'm gonna say, celebrity and kind of a little one, because you did a role on Casualty. So do you want to tell us a little bit about your experience on Casualty?
Yeah, Casualty was a wonderful experience. Without a doubt, the best part of 2019 for me. I had an amazing time on set working with everybody. The main cast were all very pleasant and down to earth, the crew as well, and there was lots of banter on set, especially from the producer David. I especially enjoyed meeting and working with Richard Hope, who played my character's father in the episode. He was wonderful to work with, and he had plenty of great advice as an actor. And overall, I had a lot of fun on camera and off camera. It was amazing.
Oh, sounds great.
We filmed that in August in 2 weeks. But it was a great way to sort of start my professional gigs.
What do you think about like your goals, or basically in do you think like in Casualty like you will get like another I don't know, role?
Well, I don't know. I mean, sometime in the future maybe I'll be offered another role on Casualty. Probably not for several years.
Not for a while.
Not for a while.
But
you're quite a specific character there, so it's not something they can repeat, I think. But I thought I was very impressed with your performance. Very impressed. It was very moving.
Yeah, we watched it together.
Very genuine and very moving.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you should be proud.
It's a fun thing. When I first met Richard, the man playing my father, he he was wearing a pair of shoes that are the type of wingtip shoes that my dad wears, and I thought to myself, okay, this is going to be easy to imagine him as my dad.
Yeah.
A little point of reference.
Yes,
relevance.
yeah, relevant.
But before we started filming, he said to me, "Oh, do you want to go over our lines in the green room just so we make sure the chemistry's good?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." So we worked on that and discussed sort of what the two of them were doing before they came to the emergency room or so on. And yeah, it was a very interesting experience and very exciting to sort of be on a set like that. And
Yeah, and it's great to have supportive castmates as well.
especially the actor playing Dr. Masoom, Neet Mohan. He's just one of the loveliest people you'd ever want to meet. You talk to him and you can tell he's paying attention to everything you say. And it's like, wonderful.
Yeah, just a genuine guy. He seems like...
The scene where they make me the hot chocolate, the hot chocolate was not hot at all. It was actually
Very cool.
fairly lukewarm. but I didn't care. I was having fun.
So you said that you make sometimes like gigs about like voiceover, yeah? Do you have a special voiceover like of your completely invention and at your choice? Then you want
like a character voice.
a character voice that you want give to us?
Voiceover challenges that I do on Instagram are also a lot of fun. Getting to see, because we get a piece of text that we have to read out and then post it on our Instagram story. And I wrote one of the texts one time, and it was during lockdown. It was on the theme of isolation. So what I ended up writing down was in a sort of a bit like a commercial you hear on the radio, and I made up this little commercial text for a fictional game called Perseverance, and it went on the lines of Perseverance, the new game on everyone's mind during these times of isolation. Download Perseverance now. Subscription's totally free of charge.
Exactly like an ad.
Everybody had a go at that, and oh my god, the interpretations were amazing. There was people all over the world, all these voice actors taking part in it and giving their interpretations from this one woman who filmed herself with a crazy hair, with her hair all disheveled, saying, "Perseverance, the new game on everyone's mind during these times of isolation. Subscription's totally free of charge." Which made me laugh, and then this guy with a really powerful bass, "Perseverance, the new game on everyone's mind during these times of isolation." I was like, wow.
That's pretty cool.
That's really like...
It was,
looks
it
like
was amazing. Just
Star
listening to that,
Wars.
I thought, this guy makes me sound like a rubber ducky. So, it's a wonderful
cool.
little group to be involved
It sounds
with,
like a
very
nice
supportive.
online culture that's developed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us, Tom, for a little interview
Thank
over
you,
the phone.
Tom.
Social
Thank you
distancing.
for having me.
Thank you very much.
You have even a page on Facebook?
Yes, I have an Instagram, a Facebook page, and a Twitter page.
Thank you very much. And that was Tom Hanratty. In these last 2 minutes, so we're gonna talk about the use of the social media for the future and the impact of them then we'll have in these times after the lockdown. What do you think?
So personally, I think this whole social media revolution is going to stick for the future.
I think it's a good tool for every artist, as actors, dancer, every form of art.
Definitely.
And I think we find it a very good tool to even make our audience wider.
We've all been pushed to update and adapt to our new environment, and it will be pushing technology to keep up with us as well.
I'm pretty sure then dance class on social media will stick for a long time and will be an inspiration for the new generation to start to dance. Imagine all this social media to see dance classes are affordable and always in your pocket, basically on your phone, and doing everywhere you want, every time you want, and will be very good for the new generation of new artists and improve the dancing scene in itself.
So just like a coin, we have two sides of the story. On one side, we have new advancements, new technology, developing new platforms, and more performances, more classes. On the other side, we wonder if we will lose the heartbeat of the dance, the feeling when you are watching a performance or in a performance with a live audience. It's too soon to say whether we will totally lose this aspect of dance and performance in a live setting. So let's cross our fingers for the future, and let's hope the social media inspires the new generation of dancers.
So this is the end of the episode for today. Thank you very much, and see you to the next podcast with Havana People Sound.